You know, there's a lot of unsettling bosses out there in this world. Like when you roll up onto the street and you want to go and get some McDonald's, and before you is just Bongo Cat ready to fuck you up. And the only thing you can rationally do is take out your Donkey Kong bongos set and maybe play a couple tunes to the Pokemon theme song and realize, wait, this song has more than one verse? What are you trying to sell me here, Donkey Bongos? But it doesn't even matter because Bongo Cat's just smashing the shit out of you. Not even physically, mentally, with his bongo skills. And physically, because he's smashing your tiny bones. And then when you get home, and you're just in a giant body cast, just trying to soak up everything that was good on that day, which was just the toast that you consumed before you tried to go to McDonald's to get a better McMeal. Big Bird bashes in through the frickin' back door. Yeah, I meant sexually. Boss number 2. There's always a second unsettling boss to come through the back door. Because they wouldn't be unsettling if they didn't go through the back door. Today we're gonna actually learn a lot about unsettling bosses. 50 of them to be exact. For I got a suggestion to do this video by Shy Gal, who wrote, Ryan, do you think you could react to Tat's top videos video? Maybe the top unsettling enemies or bosses, please. So that's what we're gonna do today, folks. I'm praising the sun right now. A thing you have to do at every single unsettling boss or enemy list because you know Dark Souls is gonna be in here. If Dark Souls is not on this list, I will be sorely disappointed because everything in Dark Souls is unsettling. Weirdly enough, Dark Souls is one of the few games that has actually made me feel the way I did about Silent Hill monsters. Like, I have no idea. Like, I'm going down this dark tunnel. I don't know what's gonna be on the other side of that darkness, but I know I ain't gonna like it. Okay, maybe I'll like it a little bit. You never know. Maybe there's a sexy lady. Maybe there's a sexy salamander lady. It was a spider, by the way. I looked it up. It was a giant flaming spider lady. But found out there's also a salamander, so I guess this is what I actually wanted to fuck. Oh, hey. Hey, miss. Looking for a saucy date? Of course not. It's Dark Souls. They want to kill you. Know what else wants to kill you? People who don't want you to watch the original video. Of course, folks, like check out the original link and more for original content creator. Link in the description. And speaking of unsettling bosses, the size of this video. It'll probably be in multiple parts because the video I'm about to watch is very long. But I want to do something scary because I haven't done it for a while, and I figured this would be a fun topic to talk about.
This video contains disturbing and violent content. Viewer discretion advised.
Did I just get pranked? Just get pranked? Usually when I hear that deep bass slap my eardrums, that usually is followed by a sick dab. So it seems the boss from Kirby 64 has just onto me right there.
Through their appearance and actions. Here, for you, are the top 50 disturbing bosses in games.
Half of that is just like, look how disturbing N64 graphics were. So many angles.
Scarface.
What is that?
90s arcade kids will remember.
It's like frickin' Thanos took a little too much chili on Tuesdays, you know, boys? He ain't feeling too good. Needs to get those stones to make sure he doesn't.
Creepy and grotesque. He is a head encased in a protective circular casing with his brain visibly poking out the top.
That is true, but I feel like my peepers could have figured that out, bud.
Easily trapping the player, and only gets faster the further into the battle you go. To quickly take Scarface
It does kind of look like a crossover between
plate
Krang
before
and
maintaining
Thanos.
continuous fire on the head. While
Wait, am I getting
Scarface
6 strats right
fireball
now?
volley attacks,
I didn't know I was gonna get 6
shown by the
strats!
amount of bruises and lacerations on its face. Finally, its skin falls off.
Uh-oh,
And you
wait,
see
what?
its skeleton underneath. As you continue to attack the armored skull.
You gotta give him credit, that's a pretty awesome looking boss.
When defeated.
gonna pause up this video so long. I can't. Oh, that was fantastic. Oh, I love it.
In a game where you normally blast alien ships with multicolored orbs, this boss is
Oh, his lips make me so uncomfortable.
Bioweapon that became a staple in the Gradius
That's
series.
it. I'm taking my shirt off.
Although an easy boss to defeat, the player would need to attack the tentacles attached to his head while avoiding the projectiles that shoot from its mouth. Gopher's appearance grew less disturbing and creepy as more Gradius games were released.
Gotta say that explosion was the most anti-clip.
First boss, Cyberlip.
Holy
A
shit!
typical run and
How
gun
can
game
we
in
go
the same
down from
vein as
this?
Contra. Cyberlip's bosses are usually
name's
mechanical or
Cyberlips?
robotic, but this boss represents
Either
the
someone gave him
backstory
that
of the
name
game.
or his mom didn't love him.
A frightening android experiment with a weird.
His mom was a cancer, so I guess it makes sense.
This boss churns your stomach until the moment you complete the level.
know, a wee
design
bit.
makes us question.
I wouldn't bring it home to
just
Ma,
how
but you
does
know,
this boss get through
not
the
everyone.
game sensors
your
back
head's on your
then?
penis, your head's on your penis. You know? How come the first boss got all the rad details on how to beat it, but this big fat long
Dorothy Galerians. An AI bent on becoming the god of her own human experiments that blindly.
while also made sure to keep peak
Dorothy
baby
is
face.
a boss with a backstory as unsettling as her appearance. With an eyeball that emerges.
Oh
from her
God! Okay,
pimples for
touche.
hair that
I
fits
still don't know
the
how we go
wet
down
clay
from this though.
and flesh that looks rotted and coarse. The only thing that could add to her appearance would be the ability to actually see her
What game
during
is
the
this?
boss fight.
I mean, they did say it. I just.
Due to the poor foresight of the professors that created her, they gave Dorothy a sentient mind. And as she began to question her own destiny, they taught her about the concept of God. She learned that she must serve her creator, but she soon realized that her power was greater than her creator, and that she too could become God. A classic.
I don't know why that made me laugh. It's just the fact that it can become God too. Bzzz. A common side effect when you think to yourself, hey, you know what? Maybe I could do this God business. Bzzz. I shoot laser beams from my nostrils. It's the craziest shit you ever seen. I like how they censor big honking titties though. Good one, because I didn't want to get erect. I wasn't gonna say anything, but those some honking titters, I'll tell you boys. Woo! Why is it every time a monster that's like super powerful is always so dumb and it's just like, here's my eyeball that is the weakest spot on my body.
Example of artificial intelligence gone mad.
Did she just try to slap him with an
Without a
eyeball?
heart.
How can someone be
It's
so
always
smart but so
evil.
dumb at the same time? Okay, 46, you got big shoes to fill. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be pretty hard.
Mother, Turok 2, Seeds of
That's
Evil.
just a fat man.
Turok is
He
known
can't
for
go from
dinosaurs
giant
and big
abomination
guns,
to fat man.
But this boss is something more ancient and sinister than your average T-Rex. Mother is a massive, blubbery cyclops with a behind resembling
It just
an
pukes.
arachnid
It pukes.
abdomen.
Well, I guess that's
She
unsettling.
spawns small creatures from her body and sends them to attack you. Each arm separates into 3 tentacles after being blown up, using them to
I really
whip
like the
player
fact that
into
he's just like,
submission,
what the?
and even more maneuvering
Come on, man.
herself around the
It's not a
arena.
nut.
As the
Okay,
rest of her
okay,
is practically
touche.
vulnerable.
It was
Once
unsettling
finally
to see him
destroyed,
fling his
Spider-Man's
crotchal
legs
region into my
emerge from
mouth,
her
okay?
abdomen. She
You win.
forgoes the ranged battle to instead get up close and personal with
Did you
you,
say she?
attacking with her arm stumps. When enough damage is inflicted upon her, Mother flees. the
Oh, I
scene.
guess it's called Mother,
She
huh?
is the only boss that is never killed in the Turok series, and it's unclear what happens to her after escaping her fate.
She goes into the Metroid series, bud. Jeez Louise, do you know nothing about the Vich games?
Andre Almeida,
That's a guy.
Killer 7.
Oh,
After
that
being
voice!
mutated by the Heaven Smile
Did
genes,
is that hair?
Andre becomes a mangled
what?
mass of coagulated blood, which has taken over every fiber of his being. His only weak spot is his hair.
I spilled so much coffee on my dick. Boy made an accident there. Boy made an accident. Don't worry, guys. I come prepared. Also surprised I wear shorts under my sweats. It's because I was too lazy to take off my shorts to go outside. So now I'm just gonna wear shorts. I just thought about it.
A small amount of absolution for his deeds.
I don't like how he
The
fell.
boss battle
Oh,
itself
he is unsettling.
fairly simple and can be won quite easily.
Because his mode of attack is a purple afro, bud. Ow! God!
No more heroes.
Did they
2.
give him jiggle effects?
A mix
I
of
think I know
American
exactly
and
what this is.
Japanese
'Cause
horror tropes.
my friend Nick played a lot of this
Matt
game.
Helms is an undead pyromaniac who made a deal with the devil to kill his parents, who abandoned him to die in a house fire. Matt's incessant
Guess it's called
giggling
irony?
and
What
childish
is-
screams
what's
make
that?
the fight even more
What's that?
harrowing.
He's not disturbing anymore. There's something more disturbing to me now.
Seems to have 2 different manifestations: a young, blood-soaked boy, and an overweight masked man with a flame-throwing axe. In battle,
Sometimes I too
Matt
turn into an
Helms wields
overweight
a
man with a
massive
bit
flamethrower
of
with a
fire
huge
problems, alright?
axe-like blade attached to the barrel. He mainly uses slow, powerful swings of his weapon, supplemented with blasts of flame and Molotov cocktails. His hulking frame and childlike demeanor.
It
are
really is
stripped away at
gross.
the
I
end
really
of the
hate his
fight,
face.
and Travis continues on
Thanks, bud.
with his mission.
Thank you. Thank you. That was very nice of you. I couldn't ask for a better present.
Gertie, Binding of Isaac. Gertie is a boss constructed out of a mixture of organs,
As someone
parts,
who's played Binding of
Brown
Isaac
tinge on her
a
side.
lot,
Her face also moves
I
around
don't
her
know
body
if
as
Gertie
bottom
is the
progresses.
one I would have went
Appearing
with.
all
Oh,
over
I've
her
just
massive
realized this is
form.
old. This is not
She
the
looks
one
as
I
though
play.
She is constantly laughing and is missing her left eye. Gertie does not move from her position in the exact middle of the room she's
Yeah, it
found
is
in.
true.
She has quite a high level of health as she is immobile, and it is relatively easy to avoid her moveset. However,
I've
don't take this
never
fight for granted.
seen
Sometimes
Binding of Isaac like the
attacks may
original,
sneak up
because
on
I played Rebirth a lot. That's why I was so confused, because there's a lot of
Clotho, God of War 2. Clotho is the youngest of the 3 fates, and the last that Kratos must face in battle. She is a towering figure with sagging flesh and breasts hanging from her body, as well as multiple arms. She is pursued
Trust me, bud, I noticed.
from the waist down. and
It's kinda
unable
hard to
support
not
her
notice
immense
the-
weight. Clotho desperately tries to warn Kratos of the dangers
She could feed
affecting the
10,000
threads of time.
African
He
children
takes no heed in order
with one
to
squirt
complete his
alone. That's
quest.
pretty impressive.
Clotho's only means of attacking the player are her many arms. She does not try to stop him in any other way, despite potentially having the ability to utilize energy balls like the other fates, or even the ability to alter time.
I'm gonna be honest, if I had
It is
titties those big,
possible
I'd start
that
slapping
use of
people with them.
ability
Did she
and
just?
neglect of her powers have caused her to become weak.
I thought she
Kratos
got
may
like
attack her
a
by
thing
using
to hold her
blade
titties
attacks.
up. Ah, it's hurt my back!
Again, Clotho meets her demise when she has
Aw,
her
dang,
head
Clothos.
sliced into by the enormous pendulum blade. That
Sorry,
hangs at the
Clothos.
back of the
Sorry,
stage.
girl. I hope you find someone that'll appreciate your titties in the afterlife.
Female tripod, Dead Space 2. The tripods of Dead Space are made from multiple
I remember
corpses
this
and
frickin'
appear
thing.
as 2 forms, male and female. With the
Oh,
latter being
boy!
encountered
I haven't played Dead
in the
Space
Church
in
of
so long.
Unitology.
I kind of
The female
forgot how gross it
tripod
was.
leaps at the player and grabs them off the floor. She will then try
How
to
come
push
you
the
didn't
physical
censor
blade
her
down.
flopping honkers,
A child's
bud?
body can be made out
He keeps pointing at him. You know he wants to take a little pop shot.
The child's pulsing yellow abdomen acts as the weak point of this boss, but it's only reachable now that you're at its mercy.
Is it bad that I've played Dead Space 2 a lot? I never noticed the shiny bit was a baby. For some reason, I thought it was a big shiny spot to shoot at. I just expected, hey, look at the big shiny thing. Let me just take my arsenal of guns and shoot at it. Do not look at it. Do not ask questions. Just shoot. That's the Dead Space way, guys. Don't ask questions. Just kill it.
A few shots of the sack render the tongue.
Did you just say a couple shots to the sack, bud?
However,
Please tell me you didn't
should
say
you be
that.
unsuccessful in dodging her attacks, look forward to watching yourself get sliced up, thrown around, and finally impaled.
Oh! See, that's why I never died. Because I didn't want to see that. It's simple. You don't want to see gross stuff in Dead Space? Don't die.
Dear
Get good.
Hunter,
That's what I did.
Time splitters. Future perfect.
And I played it on easy.
As you fight your way through
No, I
the
played it
Ruined Mansion
normal.
with Jobeth
Like how I
Casey,
had to explain that to you guys.
Cortez will stumble
Otherwise
upon
you
a dining hall where
unsubscribe.
a large, demented deer's head hangs on the wall. Its
Man, he
teeth
just looks like he
bare,
saw a funny joke. He was watching the Bill Burr
after
special.
fighting off a horde of zombies.
Joke got stuck in his head. He
the
kept
wall
on.
will shudder and break, revealing the freshly grown flayed muscle.
Oh, that is actually.
of the
I don't know why it
deer's
was creepy to me. I knew it was coming out.
Lets out a terrifying roar before the horrific
You know how
experimental
triggering it is to
side
just see them look at
cages
it and not shoot the
player
gun?
to ramming speed.
Dude, shoot the
Slashes
gun!
at the player with menacing hooks and continuously assaults you with its sharp antlers.
Well, if it didn't, bud, it wouldn't be a boss now, would it? If it just sat there and
Even once it's dead,
slapped you up a
you
piece
will
of meat.
still be wary of its return.
I'm gonna need therapy after this.
I didn't eat deer, so I feel like I'd be okay. Now, if it was a cow or a pig or a chicken with a shock.
Killer-Billy, Lollipop Chainsaw. His killer Elvis looks with the pompadour hair, high-collared jacket, and cool sunglasses accompany his 5-star.
I just realized he's got the Elvis
As
lip
expected
lip
of a
wiggle.
zombie at
Good.
the age of 666, Killer-Billy is quite clearly morbidly obese. Not that it really matters.
Why'd you need
as
to
he
say
has
that,
the
bud?
face of a road map.
Please don't, please don't, please don't.
Despite these
Okay.
disadvantages,
Thank God.
he has a wide variety of attacks.
What is
Able
going
to
on?
pick up the
What
player,
my brain,
flick them,
my brain.
slam his clawed hands, spew dangerous projectiles, shoot lasers from his eyes, summon and control classic American
If he didn't, I'd be
cars,
disappointed.
flop his tongue out onto the arena,
oh.
and guitar swing minions onto the arena. And this fight ain't over until the fat rock star has a hole blasted through his head.
Ha 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 ha! Good punchline, bud. Never bring him back. But it does make me ask the question: if you're that fat, what could you possibly eat to get that fat? Like, if you're that giant, it's not realistic to be that fat. Like, I feel like if you're giant, you're gonna be skinny because there's not enough stuff to eat on the planet to sustain your lifestyle. Like, if you're that fat, you would have to eat like, I was gonna say like 700 McDonald's, but even then, by the time he got to the other McDonald's, he would have burned it up. He wouldn't be that fat. He'd still be skinny. Elvis, busted! Your myth just got busted, fat Elvis. Unrealistic. Well, you know what? Let's take a quick break here, and let's bring up some things. Ryan, what do you believe is gonna be in here? A Dark Souls? But most importantly, I'm putting my money not on a Dark Souls. No, Dark Souls, easy peasy. What? I could blindfold myself and huck a dart at a Dark Souls boss, and I would win 100% of the time, unless it's fiery salamander woman. I hope you got my text. I hope that you accept my invitation to the ball, because I would love to make you my fiery princess. Also, I'd like to stick my dick, but if I'm gonna put my money on a monster, here's my series I'm going for: Dantes Inferno. And I don't know if I'm gonna go with the Lust Monster, which was a weird giant, I think was the Egyptian lady that I forgot her name. Ephratides. Woo! What a good joke. Like, she had like babies coming out of her titties, and there's a bunch of giants. She's like, go get you. I'm gonna. have sexual intercourse with you while having babies grow. It was a really bad and disturbing game. Also, I think there was gluttony too, so there's some fat guy eating people. I put my money on that. Mostly because Satan had a giant horse cock. And when you fought him as an M boss... Okay, stop. I'm trying to... Okay, listen. If I feel that dick one more time on my face, oh, that's it. I am going to punch his testicles like I'm about to have a movie with Rocky.
Giant Creep. Fear 3. Harbin Wade's
Is it weird that I don't remember this at all? I know I played all of Fear 3.
Psychic commander inspired him to torture and experiment on Paxton Fatale in Point Man. Perhaps it was
I
his
feel like because it looks like generic Silent Hill monster from like the newer ones, it doesn't look scary or unsettling to me.
Combination of the two that summoned the Creep.
Just looks like someone I gotta smack with my big
Fleshy
meaty
creature
fists.
Created from the manifested memories of
Also, it's Silent Hill. You wanna know what's
His
unsettling?
presence is felt throughout the game.
You get the fake
But
ghost girl
final
pregnant!
appearance
Spoiler!
was
I just
revealed.
spoiled it for you. Because I had to get it off my chest. That I'm the dad. Alright, Maury? I figured it out.
It towers above the arena, and due to its size, both its smash attack and fire breath deal heavy damage. It can also summon replica soldiers.
It is
to
very
distract the
straight,
player
but that's
whilst
not
it
disturbing,
builds
that's
energy
just
for the
prolonging the
next
game,
assault.
bud.
Only
I guess
when
that is
it
kinda
opens its
unsettling if
mouth,
you think
which in
about it.
itself is big enough to
No, please
swallow
don't make me
both
play the game
brothers
more.
whole, will expose its weak spot, a shining cluster of red light. As the creep is injured, its horrific form shatters in a fit of unrelenting pain.
Oh boy,
The
here it
creep
comes.
tears its head apart, revealing Harlan Wade's face briefly before being engulfed.
That's some
by living
Half-Life
light.
2 shit right there. It was me, Austin! It was, I mean, you already knew. It's a bad cap secret, actually.
Ultimate Evil. Splatterhouse 2.
You knew Splatterhouse was gonna
After
come in
saving
here
Jennifer
somewhere.
from the
What
new
is that?
mansion and escaping
Oh,
the lake
oh,
monster,
oh!
it appears
Symphony of
Rick and
Night,
his
I'm putting my
love
money
are
on that.
clear
The
as
giant
they trek
ball
through
of
the
human
forest.
bodies they have to break
A
apart.
dark haze
Bang,
descends,
bang.
and ultimate
Second bet.
evil appears.
You reminded me of that. Oh,
Its mass is
gross.
made of warped humanoid and canine faces,
I don't like it's like
seemingly in the shape
tentacle
of a
beard
hawk.
it's holding.
It launches independently moving heads from its body to attack the player. You must fight your way through the swarm to hit the main body. After multiple strikes,
I don't want to talk
it
shit
will
about
drop
this
heads
video
from
because I
above
do
in
find
an
it
attempt
fascinating.
to further avoid you.
But I feel like a
It is
lot of
not
this
in
detail
the
is
massive
literally
box,
stuff I'm looking at
revealing the
right
raging
now.
demon within.
And you
It
don't
is
need to
faster
say it
than the
because
others,
the footage is
swooping down at you
telling
from
me all I
above.
need to know.
It can easily whittle down your health so close to victory. Should you defeat it, the mansion will disappear into the lake.
Kind of just
and
describing
Rick
video
and
game,
Jennifer
bud.
Can finally live in peace.
The monsters will relentlessly attack you till you either lose or win. Riveting stuff. What am I looking at?
Mystery box.
What am I looking at?
Low G-Man.
Like, not even the
Mystery
monster. I'm just
boss
talking about
is the
graphics.
Ultimate encounter at the conclusion of Low G-Man.
Low G-Man?
After traversing down a path bordered by strange blue
Is this
things,
Half-Life 1? I never played it.
you will encounter a floating mass hovering in the air. This is the mystery boss. Its origins.
So many of these
unknown.
bosses, unsettling bosses, are literally just lumps of
A
meat,
mystery.
I've come to realize.
It could be a single creature. Or
You can
maybe
find this
some
on the
kind
side of the
vessel.
road, and you would just be like,
But no matter what,
well, that's a
it is
shame.
hostile and the commander of all enemy forces up to this point. Many of its attacks are easily avoided. Brain-like blobs on its exterior excrete slow-moving
Is there such
orbs.
thing as a
Its
non-hostile
legs move
boss?
Back and forth, defending.
Shit, I just thought of one.
Destroy all of these to
I was thinking of
summon the final
Undertale.
obstacle.
But that's
A
it's
green
because
humanoid
he's a
figure
nice, he's a
that
good dad.
stretches backwards
That's
and
his good dad.
forwards
He wasn't
along the
hostile.
top of the mystery
He just wanted a hug,
boss,
and I murdered him.
flinging burning balls of energy at you with every appearance.
I gotta say,
Once
as far
again,
as graphic-wise
these attacks
goes,
are easy to avoid. As
good
with
job.
many of the bosses
because
on this
everything
list,
looks like kind of
upon its
garbage
defeat,
except the giant
mystery
monster.
boss explodes.
I hate to break to you, but all the others explode too. Do you remember this explosion? That was pretty intense.
Hell Chaos, Splatterhouse,
Excuse me?
1988.
Oh!
Boss of the 1988 arcade games.
You would think by time
Main
those little
antagonist
like
rises from
little
his own
stitches
grave,
in his mouth would
feeling
just
it's
break off,
stretched,
right?
deformed,
I hate this. I hate this. Touche, monster. I am unsettled.
into two giant rotting hands that
Though I do
attack
like when he
you.
punches you in
When
your dome.
defeated, the ghostly
It makes me feel
afterglow
good.
of face flickers
I
and
hate everything
fades,
about you.
leaving the
I
game.
really do.
Although there are theories as to the origins of Hell Chaos, the most common being as a result of Dr. West's experimentations, none.
Nice
can be
dodges though,
confirmed as
bud.
Characters in the story vary from arcade to console versions. The
That's
fight
just
itself
brought
is
the monster
very
back.
easy,
Why'd you do this to me?
And the fandom have comically dubbed this boss Captain Mozzarella due to pizza-like features.
Why? No, I'll never eat pizza without thinking of that guy's hands grubbing up my frickin' pizza.
Nightmare. Metroid Fusion. A mix
I
of
only know this
organic and
monster
mechanical
from
components. Nightmare was
Smash
created
Brothers,
purely
weirdly
for
enough.
military purposes. It possesses
Is he like a
immense strength
monster we fought?
and looks somewhat like an enormous metal chrysalis. It has one weak spot, the pulsating gravity manipulator on what
I
seems
don't-
to be its stomach. Samus must
Been
use
hanging
this
out
while
with
carefully
R.L.
avoiding
Stein,
the
am I right,
laser
guys? You
attacks
know,
of Nightmare.
the episode with the
As
green
it's
slime,
worn out in
you
battle,
know?
it enters
What I'm
the second
saying?
phase. Nightmare uses the manipulator.
Girl in that
to
episode
increase
used to
gravity,
give me
disadvantaging Samus so
major
she can't
boners.
jump, meaning that the player has to up
I was
close
going
and
through
personal with
puberty and
missile
anything
attacks,
slimy, you
will
know.
use the plasma beam. Nightmare
You know
begins to
what I'm
live up
saying,
to
brother?
its name and become
Hashtag
truly
slime girl.
grotesque as green liquid begins to pour from its body, and it sways in a snake-like manner. Eventually, Samus destroys Nightmare's face
What
armor
snake? I'm
and the
sorry, where's
manipulator,
the snake?
throwing gravity to the area.
Solid Snake? Man,
In
Solid
its third
Snake, I
phase,
knew you're
Nightmare
getting
uses
old, but I didn't know you got
Patriach
that old,
around
bud.
the stage and shoot lasers at will.
Use a little cream on that face,
Samus
bud.
must attack the now bare face by jumping
Bare
using
face?
lateral
Oh, I
moves
get it. I
to
know, I'm
aid
sorry,
the
I get you. B-A-R-E,
player
not
defeats Nightmare,
B-E-A-R. I
allowing
got
Samus
you.
to consume its Corex.
That's just what Samus does. She just kind of sucks in everything she beats. I mean, I would too if I had to fight something that hard.
Cerberus, Dante's Inferno. Originally from Greek mythology, the guardian of gluttony.
Got him! But I was wrong, technically. I got Dante's Inferno. I did say gluttony, but in my opinion, Miss Baby Tits was a lot worse than this. Because it's a bunch of mouths.
The third circle of hell. Cerberus is
I don't remember
truly
having a
sight
beard,
to
though.
behold. A three-headed
I don't know how I feel
monster
about that.
emerges from an enormous humanoid body trapped in the muck of hell. One
Also,
large
like I
maw
said,
and four
everything
smaller
before
mouths
this was
with eyes
just as
that
bad,
each
so you
head.
just kind of got used to the
These allow us to
horrid
devour anything
monstrosities in
path
that game.
and regurgitate the souls of the damned and spit them at Dante as overchewed globs.
Once
defeat
again,
this beast,
every one of them
we
did
must
that.
decapitate the
Everybody,
two
everyone was just
heads
shitting and
that
puking and
lunge forward and try
just
to
having a
help you.
grand old time in hell, you know?
Use crusted over puss geysers. to
Did I
turn
hear
your head
giant puss?
into submission? and
I don't know.
slice them
Sometimes my
into
brain
the
just thinks stuff so I can
Facing the
feel
final
better.
head, Cerberus fools you into getting too close and eating you whole. But that won't stop a warrior like you for long.
Right? Thanks to button mashing, you don't give a fuck if you got in your mouth. I'm gonna press a button combination and you're gonna go to the hospital. Hell hospital. Where all the nurses can't see and you just gotta
Leviathan.
wait.
Dead space. As you work
that's
your
just a
way
wall
through the
of
food
flesh
storage
right there.
facility of the USG Ishimura.
Oh, that's right.
You
That's
will
the giant
eventually
tentacles that
have
kept
to
on breaking
become
through and grabbing your
violent.
leggies.
Like a disease, this giant formless necromorph latched itself onto the ship and began spreading throughout the deck, contaminating the air and blocking
Giving
your
everyone the
advance.
common cold
It awakens to your
sniffles
presence
of death.
and begins attacking you with its three large tentacles.
This just comes
that can
out,
be
comes back
dodged
out with a little tissue.
if you are
Thank
skilled
you.
at maneuvering
Thank you,
through a
monster. Very nice of you.
zero-gravity environment. Each tentacle has an obvious weak spot. A
I
gelatinous
don't know if I
yellow
find this
sac.
creature to be more disturbing
can
than
be
all the
dangerous
others. I
if
mean,
they
like,
can
the second
slap
one
the
was a half-naked
And
lady with
if
eyeballs
you don't
floating out of her
move
mouth.
fast enough.
This is a wall of flesh.
Severing them from its body reveals
I'm gonna
an
be honest,
open
like I
maw
said this
at the
before,
massive center that spits
Once you
explosive
play
waste.
Silent Hill, like
Use
all
kinesis
four
to
of
hurl
them,
the waste
stuff
balls
like
back
this just
into the
doesn't
opening
unsettle you.
to
This is
damage
just
the core, for an easy victory.
This is a wall of flesh. That's just
Repeat this
another
several times to
hallway in
defeat it
Silent Hill.
and put an end to its toxic air production. At over 10 kilotons, this is one of the heaviest bosses on this list.
Wait, did you just
Consuming
spoil his
human
weight?
organic
Not cool,
tissue
man.
Make up its entire
Not cool.
mass.
Maybe he's going on a
A
diet.
total of about 160.
My mom always taught me you don't freaking throw someone's weight out there like that.
Average weight we used to make it.
I mean, other than the fact it was a video game, but you know. Oh, I guess in-game crate. Ha ha ha.
Neo X Death.
Shit.
Final Fantasy V.
Holy shit. Look at. Okay, guys, I had to pause it here because you gotta look at that blonde girl. And then you gotta look at everything here. Everything here. What happened? Final Fantasy V? What happened? Look how cute they are. Look at this guy. Look at his girlfriend. She got one of them freaking string titty freaking coverers. A bra, right? The word you're looking for is bra. It looks like the creator got the flu and then just had to go. And he couldn't make up his mind and he kept on changing it halfway through. Giant yellow snake. Huh. Oh, that's right. I was drawing a big red lion. What you have for dinner? I don't know, but here's a purple wolf and a tentacle with a half-naked lady. I like the addition of naked ladies.
X-Death's pursuit to control the power of the void leads him down a path where he is corrupted by the very power he seeks. Consumed in its tree form, Final Fantasy's V main antagonist becomes Neo X-Death.
This really does remind me of Undertale. Undertale!
3 female figures,
Third choice!
2 eternal hounds, the horned face of a horrific beast.
Just how
3
it's
skeleton
so
figures
different
beneath
from the
a golden
characters.
serpent's head. He
I actually
attacks
really
the
love this
player's
design.
Party with incredible speed
'Cause
and power. But
it makes you
for the
uncomfortable.
more damaging of his moves,
Wasn't paying attention. Why
signs
that
of
person tiny?
preparation can be seen warning.
Why is he tiny?
Signs of preparation can be seen warning you to get your team and the Grand Cross.
I thought I was gonna say to
Signs
get your
of
shit
preparation
together.
Can be seen warning you to get ready for a massive hit. These moves are Almagist, an elemental spell that afflicts sap upon your team and Grand Cross, which
To be
brings
honest,
multiple
any monster
negative
with those
effects to
moves
the party.
is
For
unsettling.
any chance of survival, defeat the 4 sections of Neo X-Death that deal more damage to you over the sections that are physically weaker and easily destroyed. When down to its last living section, Neo X-Death will slowly rely on its powerful meteor attack until either it or the player are defeated. Before he is able to erase
Sephiroth's
the
a big
universe from
fan of this guy.
existence,
Actually, he was
the
just
Light Warriors
he
will
was actually
become
playing
him.
Final Fantasy V
And,
before he
like his physical form,
took over.
X-Death's dream of wielding
Do they?
great
No,
power
different dimensions,
dissolve
right?
away into nothingness.
I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they play Final Fantasy in Final Fantasy 30.
Queen of the Underworld. Blood Rain. Due to her immense size alone, the Queen of the Underworld is renowned as the most powerful
I kind
monarch
of figured
them
this
all.
would happen.
She's encountered where the voodoo
But the
priestess
monsters are
Miranda
starting to
performed
all
summoning
fuse together in
rituals
my
all
head
around
because
her
they all
domain.
look the same. Just
Take
big
care also,
blobs of
as
flesh.
The Queen of the Underworld births smaller incarnations.
That's why I
of the
appreciate
monarch
Elvis.
to aid in defending her.
He
Many
was
of the
well,
player's
he was a
attacks
blob
and
of flesh,
abilities
but he
do
was a
little
colorful
to
blob
no
of
damage
flesh.
to her as she stands, meaning you must attempt to hack her limbs off one by one in order to defeat her.
I
will
am
continue
curious
to
to see how
regenerate
many
after
Final
a time,
Fantasy,
but utilizing hit
Silent
run
Hill monsters are gonna
tactics
throw
will
in
allow you
here.
to slowly bring her down.
Because I feel like every game could pop in one. Oh, I guess Silent Hill. Right, I take number 4, Silent Hill all.
Patriach, Killing Floor 2. The Patriarch is one of the final bosses in Killing Floor 2.
I've only played the first
His
one,
appearance is vastly
but
different compared to the
that was
first
just,
game.
it just looked like Jesus with
He
an
no
assault
longer
rifle,
has
really.
any hair on his head. His glasses have seemingly disappeared, and his eye is no longer bulbous and bloodshot, but rather they are both grizzled into
Oh
a
god,
near
that Gatling gun sounds unsettling, I'm gonna be honest.
His flesh.
Even though
has been
somehow
mutated
he
to a
missed every
sticky
shot.
green color
Well, when you're big,
and looks
you can't
coarse
be
and covered
good
in
at
green
aiming when you're that
pustules.
big. You can only
His
have
chest
either
hair,
good eyes or
which
good
is
muscles, you
rumored
know?
to contain his
His
heart,
penis just grabbed
is
him.
hardened into a claw-like protrusion, which can attack the player if they get too close.
I don't want to be here anymore.
His arm is covered in the pustules, as well as several tendrils, which only act as his other weak spot, besides his chest and
Why is this boss
When
unsettling
fighting
to
this
me?
boss,
Like, compared
it's
to everything
recommended to stay
before,
away
why is
from
this...
melee attacks.
I don't know.
Focus on trying to stun him
I
with
think because it's
explosives
coming
and
at you
critical
so hard
hits.
with a Gatling gun.
Players should not stand close together, as he will try and use his mortar attack to kill all of them at once.
It's actually really cool.
end the
Oh, and
fight
he's dead.
quickly.
I really gotta play Killing Floor 2. I have it, just haven't played it. I played a shitload of 1.
Broodmother, Dragon Age Origins. After being infected by the taint, female...
Okay. Hold on. I almost choked to death. I needed to take a big old T-pose on this one real quick.